Alright guys, day 17, part 2. So in this video I want to talk about the potential to work 2 full-time remote positions. So the digital revolution basically promotes remote working so that you're location independent and utilizing different forms of technology to get shit done, provide value to customers, clients, etc. It ties into the creator economy and all that stuff. I'll talk about it in another video, the whole thing. I think I've already touched upon it in previous videos, but anyways, that's not the point of this one. The point of this one is if you can land 2 remote positions, one that's more active, one that pays you more ideally, and another one that's more management based. So let's say you get a remote sales position, uncapped income, uncapped earning potential, and so that can be your main one. And then your second position could be something that's more management based, so you get a higher salary. And it is a lot of work. I mean, I wouldn't know, I haven't actually done it yet, but I've been seeing videos pop up online about people who've done it and sharing their experiences, and they're making multiple 6 figures per year just doing that. They're capitalizing on a skill, something they're really good at, and making money off of it. So it's honestly a great way to make a shit ton of money, and then later, use that money to fuel your investment portfolio, to fuel your businesses and whatnot as startup capital. And really, it's just a way to acquire peace of mind really quickly, knowing that you can take care of yourself no matter what the circumstances. Because if you master a high income evergreen skill, you're set for life, because it's an asset that no one can ever take away from you. And so it's like right now, the world is changing in the sense that people are pushing for remote work, no longer having offices, because honestly I think it's bullshit. I wouldn't want to go into an office to work every day. I'd prefer to be able to work from anywhere in the world and produce income, and take care of myself, take care of the people that I care about. I mean, I'm young, so I don't really have anyone like that yet, but eventually I will. So yeah. Anyways, I saw this one particular video where this guy was making 300 to 400 grand 1 year, working 2 remote positions. And sometimes it did get crazy for the guy, but other times it was great. Like, the man traveled around the world, built up an entire real estate portfolio that's producing him passive income, cash flow, month after month. And he's using the money that he's getting from the surplus of cash that he's getting from these 2 positions that he's working to supplement his investment portfolio, so that he can accumulate assets that help him buy back his time, so that he can inevitably achieve financial freedom. And I think that's a pretty solid plan. I know people promote starting a business, starting an online business, running an agency, and all that shit, and going that way, going the entrepreneurial route, and being your own boss. And that's definitely a feasible way, but it's oftentimes it's things like this that are overlooked, that fly under the radar. Working 2 remote full-time positions, deriving a serious income from that, and just using it to fuel your investment portfolio. Because at the end of the day, business is just a tool for cash flow. Because a business is not something that's going to make you wealthy. A business will give you the amount of money necessary for you to become wealthy. The way you become wealthy is by owning assets that buy back your time, that give you that produce income for you while you sleep. Yes, you can automate a business to do that for you, but there's no such thing as true passive income. Even with assets, you're still going to have to maintain them. But the point is, you can ask any entrepreneur in the world, the second they get a lot of money, the second they start making a lot of money, even from the very beginning, right? They're investing most of it either back into the business so that they can produce more cash flow from it, or they start accumulating assets after a certain point, because assets are the way to wealth, right? Once you have a portfolio of assets, not only do you no longer once you have a portfolio of assets that produce consistent cash flow, and you've acquired the skills necessary to produce a certain level of active income, whether that's through businesses, whether that's through working a specific job, or whatever it is for you, right? Once you achieve that, once you have a large source of active income and an investment portfolio that makes you money consistently in the long run, you're basically financially free. And especially if your active source of income is something that you can work on from anywhere in the world on your own time, and is highly leveraged. So maybe you run your own business, something that you've automated. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't start your own business. I mean, I think eventually everyone should give business a go, because it's going to magnify your earning potential like crazy. But what I am saying is business doesn't need to be the very first thing that you start doing, because if you're a kid, if you're a teenager, chances are you probably don't have any skills. You don't have anything that's valuable to the marketplace yet. And I'm going to be talking about this in my next video that's dropping next week. Actually, not next week. This coming week. Yeah, like it's going to be dropping this Saturday. That video, it's going to talk about 7 ways you can actually make $10,000 per month online. So I expand more upon this topic, just as a little sneak peek. But yeah, the very first thing you pursue does not need to be starting a business. In fact, the very first thing you should do, no matter what, is to develop high-income evergreen skills. You can then use those to start a business. And in the process of developing those skills, like let's say it's sales or code or media, whatever it is, try to get paid to learn those skills. Get paid to learn. Get paid to develop those skills. Get paid to get good at something. Once you get good enough at it, first of all, you're going to be making way more money. And second of all, you can use that money and the experience you've now gained to actually start a business and make it take off. You now have the skills necessary to make that business succeed, and you have the capital necessary to make that business succeed. And capital just makes doing business so much easier, because it means you can outsource things. It means you can focus on the highest yield activities and outsource the rest of it to other people, so it's not as overwhelming, it's not as difficult. Capital makes business easier. Like, there's no way around it, right? Okay, I mean, there's a way around it, of course. Work your butt off. But like, it doesn't change the fact that capital will make starting a business and running it profitably easier. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.